Well, the start of the year is a great time to take stock of your personal financial health and make sure you're on the right track. Here with some questions to ask your financial advisor in the new year is Richard Chu, principal owner of First Capital Insurance Group. Thanks for being with us.
Good to be here.
And I guess a testament to your skills as an accounting and how much you do the calculator is a little carpal tunnel surgery for you.
Yeah, it was time, and I'm glad I got it done. And I tell everybody, get it done if you got to get it done.
Yeah, and like a true financial expert, I assume you got it done on last year's FSA,
How did
right?
you know that? Yeah,
just before the end of the year.
Last Wednesday.
All right, so new year, people make all sorts of resolutions. One of them is to get their financial house in order.
Yep.
And you say one question to start with is, have your goals changed? Have your needs changed? Has your need to plan changed?
Well, as you heard me say before, for me as a planner, it all comes down to budgeting. How much money's coming in and where it's coming from. How much money's going out and where it's going to. So as one looks at what questions to ask their advisor, it's got to be at the top of the list. Have things changed?
Right.
If you go to the advisor and say, I want to plan out the year, the advisor should be asking you what things have changed in the previous year so that 2024 we hit some of the goals. So you got to start off, I believe, with that question.
And it's always a good idea to reset too, because for example, in the last year, markets had a phenomenal year.
Yep.
So that's a good time, especially if you're getting a little closer to retirement, to think about your allocations.
Right. The allocations are critical because of the way that you're going to distribute or have money distributed from your portfolio or however you have your investment set up. Sometimes what we will see then is that folks they're too weighted in one area. They may be too weighted in stocks and or bonds, and they aren't looking at how those allocations are going to affect their income from those particular equities. So to keep things, simple in terms of conversation, find out where are we? How are we aligned so that we can determine if that's on track or to keep you on track for the goals when you're in that retirement phase.
And the other big thing to think about is taxes.
Yes.
And especially when we have a good market year, those capital gains can really come back to bite you.
Well, and sometimes what happens is the problem goes back to how did you plan for what the growth of the account might be.
Yeah.
And so if those spin off a certain amount of income, maybe not taking the income from those equities is better, letting it grow, rolling it and continuing to see the account grow. Then you don't have as much of an issue with capital gains taxes. Yeah.
Is there a way to say, okay, I should have X amount of my annual expenses in a rainy day fund, in an emergency fund, or are emergencies just that hard to plan for?
Well, the answer to the first part of the question is yes. There is a way, and I think it goes back to what if we had no income at all? How do we cover the things that we know are our regular expenses? So it starts with that. Again, it's a budgeting conversation. So that's the first part. Where and what are we potentially going to have happen? And then what are we going to do to cover it? So let's cover it with the money that we know that we've got saved away or put in certain types of accounts, hopefully not your investment account.
That you can get out of,
that you can get out of, exactly. And that's where you really want to start. It's just, and then whether it's 3 months or 6 months, it all comes down to how much money you actually have.
But what is that answer, and does it change based on your income level? So for example, should somebody who makes $50,000 a year have 2 months, and somebody who makes $150,000 a year have 6 months in their emergency fund?
Well, this is what happens. I've seen many folks that have a higher income, they don't have enough in terms of emergency savings because they're spending the money. So someone that has a lower income proportionately may actually have planned better for those expenses. So it's the expense side that I look at more so, or recommend clients ask the question about versus the income side. What are your expenses? Because those are the ones that create the problem when you have the emergency.
Right. And which expenses can you control and which are just going to be there regardless of your life
Mortgage is going to be there,
Yep.
car payments are going to be there, things for children with school, et cetera.
Yeah, and you talk about life milestones and planning for them. So give us an example of milestones that have a significant financial impact.
Well, I just mentioned children. So right there, if you have...
Confirmed. Significant financial impact.
Yes.
Yes.
We use a positive word rather than something other than that.
Yeah.
But that's the big one right there. Those are the life changes. A new child, or you may have nieces and or nephews that are going off to school and, they are ones that you want to support. So those are some of those milestones. And then the person's, all of us just naturally getting older. You were joking earlier about your vision and your glasses.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a big expense, but that's a thing that you want to plan for.
But for so long, and I was guilty of this too, Lourdes and I talk about this all the time, is we tend to look at expenses as being, temporary. Like, we're in the toddler phase and the daycare costs, they're going to go away when school starts full time. But no, other expenses come and fill that,
Right.
that void.
Well, and then let's just take it in terms of your residence, where you live. If you own your residence, there's one right there. That's that's a emergency. It can be life altering. It most certainly will be expensive. So I just say that if you plan for those things, and a lot of it you can't plan for specifically, but generally you can go, well, this is probably going to happen. That roof might need to be repaired.
Yeah.
And that's a life altering event
It
during
is.
today's real estate.
Yeah, but see, Lourdes confirmed that little kickers money you spend right now for Maddie, that just becomes travel soccer in a couple years.
Oh, yeah.
Don't give him that. But yeah, those are part of it, and just you got to be ready for them, and we're here to help.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Always
see
good
you.
to see you. Good luck on the recovery.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
For more information, check out social media or firstcig.com. We'll be right back.